Many people all around the world enjoy talking about hobbies and free time because it is something that connects us as human beings. Every person, no matter where they live, has moments in the day when they are not working, not studying, and not completing responsibilities. These moments are often called free time. During free time, people like to relax, recharge, and enjoy activities that make them happy. These activities are known as hobbies. Hobbies can be creative, physical, social, or even quiet and individual. For English learners, speaking about hobbies and free time is a very useful skill because it is one of the most common topics in daily conversation. If you can describe your hobbies, you can easily introduce yourself, make friends, and share experiences with others. Some people choose hobbies that are connected with creativity. For example, painting, drawing, or writing stories are hobbies that allow people to use their imagination. A person who loves to paint can spend hours mixing colors and putting their ideas on paper or canvas. Someone who enjoys writing can create poems or short stories, and this process gives them both peace and joy. English learners who enjoy creative hobbies can practice describing their creations in English. Other people choose hobbies that are more physical. Playing sports is one of the most common free time activities in the world. Children play football in the street, adults join basketball or volleyball teams, and many families go swimming together. Sports are not only good for health, but also for social connection. When people play sports, they often meet new friends, learn teamwork, and experience the joy of competition. English learners who play sports can practice useful words like running, jumping, passing, or scoring. They can also learn to talk about winning and losing, about training, and about staying healthy. Speaking about sports can be a fun and natural way to practice English while also sharing personal interests. There are also hobbies that connect people with nature. Gardening is a very common example. Many people enjoy planting flowers, vegetables, or fruit trees in their free time. Gardening requires patience and care, but it also gives a sense of achievement when plants grow. Walking or hiking in nature is another activity people enjoy. Some climb mountains, while others simply walk in a park or by the river. These hobbies help people relax and feel closer to the environment. For English learners, describing a garden or a hiking trip can be excellent practice. They can use vocabulary related to plants, weather, animals, and natural places. They can explain how the air felt fresh, how the flowers looked bright, or how the walk gave them energy. This not only improves vocabulary but also builds confidence in telling personal experiences. Reading is another very popular hobby. Around the world, people spend their free time reading books, magazines, newspapers, or even online articles. Reading allows people to learn new information, to escape into stories, and to imagine different worlds. For English learners, reading is one of the most powerful hobbies because it directly supports language learning. When learners read in English, they see new words, sentence structures, and ideas. Reading helps improve vocabulary, grammar, and understanding of how the language works. A person who enjoys reading in English can start with short stories or simple books and slowly move toward more complex novels. Talking about books is also a very good way to practice conversation because people can share opinions about characters, plots, or lessons from the story. Listening to music is another hobby that many people around the world share. Music has no borders, and it connects people across cultures. Some enjoy listening to traditional songs from their country, while others listen to international pop, rock, jazz, or classical music. For English learners, listening to music in English can be very useful. Songs often contain everyday language, expressions, and emotions. Singing along can improve pronunciation and listening skills. Many learners say that music helps them remember new words because melody and rhythm make the words easier to keep in mind. Talking about music can also be simple and enjoyable. Learners can say who their favorite singer is, what kind of music they like, or how a certain song makes them feel. Traveling is a free time activity that many people dream of. Some travel far across countries and continents, while others explore places close to home. Traveling allows people to see new cultures, try different foods, meet strangers, and learn about history. For English learners, travel can be a chance to practice speaking in real situations. Asking for directions, ordering food, or checking into a hotel often requires English, especially in international places. Even if a person does not travel far, they can still enjoy small trips such as visiting a museum, going to the seaside, or exploring a nearby town. Talking about travel experiences in English gives learners practice in past tense, descriptions, and storytelling. Technology has also created new hobbies in modern life. Many people spend their free time playing video games, watching movies, or joining online communities. Some enjoy photography with their smartphones, while others like making videos or writing blogs. These hobbies are modern, but they still give joy and relaxation. For English learners, online hobbies can also be useful. Watching movies or series in English with subtitles can help improve listening and speaking. For English learners, online hobbies can also be useful. Watching movies or series in English with subtitles can help improve listening and speaking. Playing online games often requires communication with other players, which may be in English. Writing blogs or posts in English can give practice in expressing ideas clearly. These modern hobbies show how technology connects entertainment and learning. Some hobbies are quiet and calm, while others are full of energy and excitement. Some people enjoy cooking in their free time. Cooking allows people to be creative with food, to try new recipes, and to share meals with family and friends. For English learners, cooking can be a chance to learn food vocabulary, cooking verbs, and measurement words. Talking about how to prepare a dish or describing the taste of food can become a practical and enjoyable speaking exercise. On the other hand, some people enjoy dancing, which is energetic and lively. Dancing brings people together, and many people take classes or join social dance events. English learners can use dance to meet international friends and practice small conversations while sharing the joy of movement. It is also important to understand that free time is different for everyone. Some people live very busy lives and have little free time, while others manage to find more. Some people prefer to spend their free time alone, reading or thinking, while others prefer to be surrounded by family and friends. There is no single correct way to use free time. What matters most is that hobbies and activities bring balance to life, reduce stress, and make people feel happy. For English learners, every hobby can also become an opportunity to practice language. When you enjoy your free time, you can describe it in English, you can write about it in a diary, or you can talk to friends about it. This makes learning natural and connected to real life. In conversations, questions about hobbies and free time are very common. People often ask, "What do you like to do in your free time?" They may also ask, "What are your hobbies?" These questions are friendly and are used to get to know someone better. English learners should prepare simple answers. For example, "I like reading books in the evening, I enjoy playing football with my friends, or I spend my free time listening to music." These simple sentences help learners join conversations easily. As confidence grows, learners can add more details. For example, instead of only saying "I like reading," they can say "I like reading history books because I can learn about different cultures." This makes the conversation richer and shows more personality. Finally, hobbies and free time are important for a healthy and balanced life. They allow people to rest, to grow skills, to build relationships, and to find joy. For English learners, talking about hobbies is not only about sharing personal interests, but also about practicing useful vocabulary, grammar, and speaking skills. Every time you talk about your hobby, you practice English in a natural way. Whether you are painting, playing football, gardening, cooking, reading, traveling, dancing, or simply listening to music, you can turn that hobby into a lesson. This is the beauty of combining life and language learning. Your free time can help you grow not only as a person, but also as a confident English speaker. When people think about hobbies and free time, they often remember the activities that made them happy as children. Childhood hobbies are usually simple, such as playing with toys, drawing pictures, or riding a bicycle. These small activities bring joy and also shape our interests for the future. For example, a child who loved drawing pictures may grow up to enjoy painting as an adult. A young person who enjoyed building things with blocks may develop a hobby in carpentry or architecture later in life. Free time in childhood is full of imagination, and it reminds us that hobbies are not just about passing the time, but also about discovering who we are. For English learners, talking about childhood hobbies is a great way to practice using the past tense. Learners can say, I used to play football after school, or I enjoyed listening to stories with my grandmother. These simple sentences allow people to connect personal memories with language practice. In many cultures, hobbies are also connected to family traditions. For example, in some countries, cooking traditional food is not only a responsibility, but also a hobby that families enjoy together. Parents teach children how to prepare dishes, and the process becomes a bonding experience. In other cultures, playing traditional music or dancing together is a popular free time activity. These hobbies carry cultural value, and they connect generations. For English learners, explaining traditional hobbies can be an opportunity to share cultural identity with international friends. Describing how a family prepares food during a festival or how people gather to sing can make conversations more meaningful. It also teaches learners how to use words related to tradition, culture, and family life. Modern life often changes the way people use free time. Many people today spend more hours working or studying, and sometimes they feel too tired to enjoy hobbies. However, even in busy lives, hobbies remain important because they give balance and relaxation. Some people may not have enough time for long activities, so they choose short hobbies like listening to a song, writing in a journal, or doing a quick workout at home. These small moments of free time still bring joy and energy. For English learners, even short hobbies can provide language practice. For example, writing a few sentences in English about the day or about feelings can become both a hobby and a learning method. It does not need to be perfect. What matters is the habit of using English in daily life. Another interesting aspect of hobbies is that they often reflect personality. People who enjoy reading and writing may be more introverted and reflective, while those who love sports and social activities may be more outgoing and energetic. Of course, everyone is unique, and hobbies do not fully define a person, but they give hints about character. When English learners talk about their hobbies, they also reveal a part of their personality. For example, someone who says, I love volunteering at the animal shelter shows kindness and care. Someone who says, I enjoy rock climbing on the weekends shows adventure and bravery. Sharing hobbies in English is not only about language but also about expressing identity. This is why teachers often encourage learners to practice speaking about hobbies, because it gives both confidence and self-expression. Technology continues to expand the world of hobbies. Many people today enjoy photography, not only with professional cameras, but also with mobile phones. Taking pictures has become one of the most common free time activities. People capture moments of their life, share them online, and connect with others through images. Photography can also be connected with travel, food, or even fashion. For English learners, photography can be used as a way to practice descriptive language. Looking at a photo and saying this picture shows a mountain with snow on the top, or this is my friend smiling in the park, helps learners develop useful speaking skills. Another modern hobby is creating videos. Platforms where people share short videos are popular worldwide, and many young learners already spend time watching or making such content. Talking about videos in English, describing what is happening, or even making a short video with English narration can be a fun practice. There are also hobbies that focus on helping others. Volunteering is one example. Some people spend their free time teaching children, cleaning the environment, or visiting elderly people. These hobbies give a deep sense of purpose because they are not only for personal joy but also for community support. For English learners, volunteering can create real opportunities to practice English with people in the community. For example, someone who volunteers to guide tourists in their city may use English to explain directions or share local history. Someone who teaches children English words during free time is both helping others and improving their own knowledge. Talking about volunteering hobbies shows kindness, and it can make conversations richer and more inspiring. One often forgotten hobby is resting. Many people think hobbies must be active, but sometimes the best use of free time is simply to rest, meditate, or enjoy silence. Activities like yoga, meditation, or simple breathing exercises are becoming more common as hobbies in modern life. They help people reduce stress, stay calm, and feel healthier. For English learners, speaking about rest and relaxation can also be useful. Learners can practice words like calm, peaceful, relaxed, or stressed. They can describe how meditation makes them feel or how a quiet walk improves their mood. In daily conversations, people often talk about stress, so having the vocabulary to describe ways of resting is very practical. It is also interesting to compare hobbies in different cultures. In some countries, people spend their free time in cafes, talking with friends for hours. In others, free time may be spent in parks, doing outdoor activities. Some cultures enjoy free time with music and dance, while others prefer quiet hobbies like reading or fishing. These differences make conversations about hobbies very interesting between people from different backgrounds. For English learners, asking questions about hobbies in other cultures is a way to learn both language and cultural knowledge. A learner can ask, what do people in your country usually do on weekends? This opens the door to longer discussions and helps learners practice listening and asking questions. Sometimes hobbies even become careers. A person who loves photography may later work as a photographer. Someone who enjoys writing stories in free time may one day publish books. A person who plays football with friends may become a professional athlete. While not every hobby turns into a career, it is true that hobbies often help develop skills that can be useful in work life. Sometimes hobbies even become careers. A person who loves photography may later work as a photographer. Someone who enjoys writing stories in free time may one day publish books. A person who plays football with friends may become a professional athlete. While not every hobby turns into a career, it is true that hobbies often help develop skills that can be useful in work life. For English learners, this idea can also be a topic for conversation or writing. Learners can think about their hobbies and ask themselves how these activities may help their future. For example, someone who enjoys reading English novels is not only having fun but also preparing for a job that may require strong English skills. Someone who enjoys making short videos may be learning skills for future work in media or communication. In conclusion, hobbies and free time are a rich part of life. They are not just about filling empty hours but about expressing creativity, connecting with others, improving health, and even supporting learning. For English learners, hobbies provide endless material for practice. Every time you read a book, you can write about it in English. Every time you cook a meal, you can describe the recipe in English. Every time you watch a film, you can discuss it in English. This natural connection between life and language is powerful. Hobbies make us happy, and when we use them to practice English, they also make us stronger learners. So the next time someone asks you what are your hobbies, take the chance to share your free time activities with pride. Remember that talking about hobbies is not only small talk, but also a window into your world and a chance to grow as both a person and an English speaker.